Shawn Richter.
We are going to be talking about the Marvel Universe Live.
Yes, the show that we saw on Thursday here in San Diego at the VA House Arena, formerly known as Sports Arena. We saw the first show on Thursday. There was one on Friday, 2 today on Saturday, and 2 tomorrow on Sunday. And then I believe they're going back up to Los Angeles because a couple of our friends are going to be seeing them next week.
It's a very nice show. Do you want to talk about the characters?
Let's start. We're going to talk about the characters because there were a lot of Marvel heroes and villains in the show. Then we'll go over some of the details of the show and then kind of give our overall thoughts on the show. How's that?
How about you name all of the heroes, I name all the supervillains.
Okay, that sounds good. So there were kind of 3 categories. There were Avengers characters, there were Spider-Man characters, and there were X-Men characters. So I'm going to start with the Avengers. All of the main Avengers were there. So Captain America, Hawkeye, Thor, Black Widow, Iron Man, Hulk, Bruce Banner also, Pepper Potts was in there, Peter Pan. Wow, that's a good one. Peter Parker. They both start with P's, whatever. Peter Pan. Oh, just to clarify, Peter Pan, he is a Disney character. Disney owns Marvel, not in this show. Okay, Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
I'm Woody Mouse!
Peter Parker, Spider-Man, and then from the X-Men, there were Wolverine, Storm, and Cyclops. Okay, say. All right, so there's all the heroes. I don't need to say their real names. Everybody watching this knows their real names. Okay, you cover the villains. Go.
Let's do this.
Oh, I didn't mention Black Cat. Thank you. You can just say it and not whisper in my ear. Okay.
He
Black
forgot
Cat.
to mention Black Cat.
Okay, your turn. Okay. Oh, wait. I did forget 2 more. Nick Fury and Agent Maria Hill
How could you
were also in the show.
forget them?
Okay, villains, go.
Chitauri.
Yep.
Don't forget them. I'm not going to say the main villain yet, but you probably already know since I said Chitauri. So there's Chitauri, Hydra Henchman, Red Skull, Madam Hydra, AIM agents, Aldrich Killian, Aldrich Killian minions. I don't know what you to call those.
Oh yeah, the Extremists Soldiers, which was pretty cool. Their chests kind of lit up like they were on fire, like the movie. That was pretty cool.
The guy was actually in fire in the movie.
One guy actually was covered in fire. He must have been in a fire suit, obviously, because he was totally
his
on
face
fire.
was
That
red.
cool.
His face was red.
Okay.
See, I thought that was just part of the movie, but apparently that's a heat suit.
It was real fire, so clearly it was a fire suit. Okay, continue. You haven't named any of the Spider-Man villains
I know. I'm trying to do other ones.
I think you got. Okay, go. I'll be quiet. There are actual crickets chirping in the background. You can hear them.
Okay.
That's not put in by our sound department. We don't have a sound department.
Okay, I'll go to Avengers. Wait, no, I already said this. My bad, sorry. Let's go to Spider-Man. There's Rhino, Doc Ock, Electro. That's the comic book version, and plus, it's not Ultimate Spider-Man. That's what I meant by comic book version. That's the green and yellow.
The green and yellow Electro, not the one from the last movie.
Yeah, and instead of having the spiky ones coming out, it's like this whole flat suit.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
And, I thought I named all of them.
I can't remember any names. There you go. I knew you missed a big one. And what was cool about Green Goblin?
He had his glider, but the big bummer about Green Goblin, he doesn't have any pumpkin bombs.
Yeah, we were both kind of bummed that he didn't.
I thought it would be cool if he said surprise, and then he pressed a button, and then most of the things blew up.
That would be cool.
Their lair, which is the Statue of Liberty.
So have we named all of the villains? Did you say Rhino?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we've named all the villains except the main villain of the show.
I wanted to save him for last.
And who was the main villain of the show?
Kneel before the son of Laufey, Loki.
Yep,
Loki. Give me a big hand, people.
Woo! Kneel before me. So yeah, Loki was the main villain. And I think we've covered all the characters. Like I said, there were a lot of heroes and villains.
We missed 2.
Who? Go.
Okay, so we already named Loki, then Loki 2, then Loki 3.
Oh yeah, well let's not give that away because that was pretty cool. Maybe we already did. Okay, well there's multiple Lokis. Let's just don't tell anybody.
There's multiple Loki!
Minor spoiler right there. So, okay, so those were all the characters. So let's talk about the show. So the show, I'm not going to spoil the story, but Loki is the main villain. He does
Thor
kind
breaks the Tesseract.
He does kind of bring together the other villains, with his evil cause, of course. And of course, all the heroes assemble to try to stop them and save the world, naturally. The thing I liked about the show, it's obviously a live action show. There's obviously a lot of fighting and punching and stunts and that kind of stuff. There were, as we mentioned, there were some pyrotechnics, some fire stunts that were pretty cool.
Oh, what I was going to say.
Some explosions, where the sparks go, not real explosions, but some of them, there was a couple that were pretty loud. The first one toward the beginning startled me. I don't know about you.
Yeah, it was just all.
It was very loud.
Popcorn. Oh, shoot!
Yeah. So
That came out of nowhere.
the thing that I liked the best, personally, was the motorcycle stunts. There were a lot of motorcycle stunts.
Spoiler alert.
There was one point in the show where there was probably maybe 10 motorcycles at the same time.
Actually, I
whizzing
counted
around. It
for
was pretty
this.
cool.
I
You did? How
counted
many?
22.
There was not 22 motorcycles.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
Okay, 22, fine. But anyway,
Oh,
the motorcycle stunts were cool. They were racing around. They were doing a lot of wheelies, which was cool.
21 motorcycles because I was counting all vehicles because there was a plane.
Okay, and there was 2 shield vehicles too.
Oh, yeah.
That was cool. So so the pyrotechnics, the stunts, they had the main floor, and then they had this big Statue of Liberty set that came out in the middle, and the guys went up the ramp inside and fought it. And there were a lot of times when guys would come out of the ceiling, like Loki would lower down by a wire, like in a cloud of fog and stuff. It was really cool.
No, he would come down in this twirling thing.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that? It was like a projection.
Yeah.
Thor would come down in the Bifrost, and he's all, Honda, open portal.
Yeah, that was cool. So
And
I
then
had this big fog thing come down.
Yeah,
with
this
it.
whole fog machine. It almost looked like a tornado. If you watch The Flash, the first weather wizard.
So yeah, when Loki came down, they had like a green light projected, like a swirling light on the floor. So it was kind of like he was coming through a portal. That was really cool.
Oh. There was fog there, and when the projection went through the fog, oh my gosh, the fog looked like fire. It looked like he was standing in fire. It was awesome.
That was really neat. Yeah, you can imagine like a green laser light being projected through fog, what that would look like. That was really neat.
And I think it was spinning really fast, but it looked slow because the fog, it went through a bunch of times. Because that's what happened in science class in 2nd grade. But
Can't remember back that far. Sorry.
but it would, when light, you can't see it. Okay, I'm not gonna give a science lesson.
No science. People aren't here for science lessons right now.
Science lesson 1. Where's my chalkboard?
So there was the main floor, like I said, in the middle there was this big Statue of Liberty set, and then at the far end, which was kind of where everybody came in and out of to come out onto the show, it's kind of hard to describe. There was like a big stage, and at the beginning that was Stark Tower, and Stark and Pepper and Peter Parker, not to be confused with Peter Pan, were up there doing part of their dialogue. And then later on, when they had the motorcycle stunts going on, they actually had ramps, and it was pretty high. It was probably 15 feet up to this like shelf where they were standing earlier. And later on, the motorcycles would jump ramps up and ride back and forth on this thing. And it's kind of hard to describe, but it was really neat. It added kind of another dimension to the show. But that was pretty much about it. Like I said, we don't want to give away any big spoilers or anything, but we really enjoyed it. What would you say? Would you recommend seeing it if you're a Marvel fan?
If it was a rating to 1, let's do a rating.
From 1 to 10?
No, 1 to 100.
1 to 100. I would probably give it like an 85. It was really, it was better than I thought it was going to be, and I thought it'd be pretty cool. We're obviously huge Marvel fans. I left there very happy, feeling like I got my money's worth.
I'm probably gonna say 98 because 2 things that
98. Wow, excellent.
because 2 things really spoiled the thing. So
and you don't want to say those?
yes, I'm gonna say that.
Oh, okay. Oh, 2 things. So 2 things that you didn't like. That's why you're not giving it 100.
Yes.
Okay, I got you. All right. What were
first off was they didn't do any pumpkin bombs.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
Second off, it said one of the groups, because Thor split the Tesseract into 3 equal parts. He spread them around the 3 corners of the earth.
The 3 corners of the globe. Yeah.
Yeah, and 3 types: AIM, Hydra, and
Chitauri.
it wasn't Chitauri. Loki already has one. Remember?
Okay.
He's making his own.
All right.
You can keep talking while I think.
Okay, so Gavin gives it a 98 out of 100 because of 2 little minor things that he didn't like. I would definitely recommend seeing it.
Oh, I remember.
Okay.
The
Be right back.
The third one was Sinister 6.
Okay.
And in the movie there was only Sinister 5. There was only 5.
Oh, in the show.
Yeah, because Black Cat isn't, because she came in, but she's not a Sinister 6. The sixth one was Craven. Craven wasn't in it at all.
Oh,
It would
okay.
be cool if he got in and he got a tiger.
So if they had Pumpkin Bobs and Craven in the show, then what would you have given it? Out of 100.
99.
That's still one short. Okay, well there you go.
I'm just kidding, 100.
Okay, 100. So Gavin gives it a 98. I give it an 85. It was definitely more for kids than adults, but as an adult that's really into Marvel, I thoroughly enjoyed it. So if you're into Marvel and superheroes, you will love the show. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.
Hail Hydra!